were principles that were essential as a foundation for the work in community. And so when we think about belonging, Vicky voiced it beautifully earlier when she said, country gives me a place of belonging, a place I'm spiritually connected to. Have you ever stepped out on country or anywhere out in the open, out in nature, and you have felt an unexplainable vibration that moves through you? And it's almost, there isn't really even an English word to describe this feeling. And I have felt it only twice in my life. And once I felt it right here at this site on Aboriginal land in Bochat, where this picture was taken. And so the space of belonging is about ownership. It's about co-creation. It's the sense that you've been engaged. And in the absence of that belonging and ownership, it feels like intervention. It feels like paternalism. It feels like control. The second principle of connectedness, and one of the great thinkers that I met on the topic of connectedness are elders Des and Estelle from a remote Queensland Aboriginal community. And Des points out that this new way of thinking and seeing our place in the world is not really new at all, but rather it speaks to the spiritual traditions of native Indigenous cultures around the world. And the survival of our humanity depends on our ability to understand the basic principles of cause and effect and to live accordingly. And I'm reminded of my first time in Aboriginal community when Des drew the picture of two trees representing two independent structures and the network of roots below the surface representing that we are all connected. And I remember he looked at me and he said, Annalise, if I hurt, you hurt. And in that I heard, my success is your success and my failure is your failure, and there is no them and us. The third principle, from problem to possibility, is where we allow ourselves to think that the foundation for great strategy, the foundation for great community, is to put our hearts and mind into the opportunity, into the possibility, into looking at what are the gifts of community. I remember an elder some time ago saying to me, Annalise, we are not problems to be solved. We are people with gifts. We are people with contributions to make. So let's serve and let's nurture the gifts of community. The fourth, caring for the well-being of the whole, requires us to leave our individual agendas at the back door and to come together in a conversation about what is it that we are here to create together.